Wally West in a DC live-action film? There's a theory out there that proves it's more than a possibility. Fans of the former Kid Flash know how much of an impact he makes on storylines he's involved in. I like to think Matt Reeves will try to focus on Batman in this film and leave the other heroes out of this. However, set photos and other material showcased to tells fans we can expect many heroes here. So why do we think that Wally West will show up? It's simple, really. This all started with that set photo that went cruising through the internet. By now, you know the main poster here is a reference to Mr. Freeze and his origins. While that's totally cool and all, you should be looking a bit closer. You see it, right? The Flash logo is nearly falling off the wall. I love that Matt Reeves and the crew included it because it got me thinking, does this mean that the Flash exists in his new universe? There's no way that they just put it in there for fun. Evidently, the Flash is known even in Gotham, which means that he has some national recognition. Yet Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne appears to be a loner and just beginning his Cape Crusade. So while it's not apparent why the Flash symbol is there, I want you to focus on another crucial detail about it. Look specifically at the lightning bolt symbol. At first glance, you assume it's the default logo, but it's not. Every DC comic fan knows that Barry Allen and Wally West used two different symbols during their time as the Flash. Take Ezra Miller's outfit in Justice League. Notice his lightning bolt is more ziggy-zaggy and makes a W-type shape in the middle? It's not the same logo that we see in the set photo, but that's obvious. DC confirmed that this movie takes place outside their established DCEU, so they wouldn't automatically use that Barry Allen symbol in this film. However, now take a look at CW's Flash and Kid Flash logos. Notice how Grant Gustin and Keenan Lonsdale use two completely different symbols? Not to mention, it's Lonsdale's logo that resembles the emblem we see plastered on this wall. In other words, it's Wally West that exists as the Flash in this new universe. So, something has happened to Barry Allen in this timeline. If we take that idea and we run with it, I can see the Batman opening up a whole new possible timeline. Think about it. Matt Reeves knows that this is a chance to make a brand new impact on Batman's lore and his history on screen. He based this script on The Long Halloween for that exact reason. He wants to pull the Rogues Gallery out uniquely and square up the emotional themes in Bruce Wayne's superhero journey. Believe it or not, part of that involves Wally West. Fans of the new Rebirth comic arc all know about the Button crossover event. In it, Batman discovers the comedian's button after Wally West is pulled back through the Speed Force. Barry Allen and Batman team up to uncover that Dr. Manhattan caused the 10-year gap that generated the Rebirth timeline. I know, sounds confusing, but hang in there. Wally West is a hero in this universe currently. He's also known in Gotham at this point. What if Wally disappeared into the Speed Force? It's a possibility that some sort of Flashpoint event already occurred in this universe. It would explain its reason for existing in the first place. That's just one way Wally can impact the world by being the Flash in this timeline. We all know that Barry Allen is usually Flash. Something extraordinary had to happen to him to take that mantle away from him. Perhaps the crisis on Infinite Earths resulted in this world being one of the Earth's only versions to survive. Given that possibility, it grants Reeves and whoever else a clean slate to build their own cinematic universe. See? It's exciting to think about all the ways that Wally can leave an impact on this film without even showing up in it. However, I wasn't kidding about the brand new impact Reeves might have on Batman's history in movies. There's a broader macro trend in the set photos that offers up an exciting proposition. If you saw the set photo of the poster, then you likely saw the extras dressed up as Superman and Wonder Woman. It makes sense. If Flash exists in this universe, so do Superman and Wonder Woman, right? Where then do a Wally West Flash and a young Bruce Wayne fit into that picture? Reeves is offering us the first standalone Batman movie that directly addresses the fact that there are other superheroes in the world. If Batman is still young and inexperienced at this point, what does it mean for those heroes? Well, there are a few possibilities. One idea is Batman is already established with them and works on his own. It would only be later that the group needs him to help form the Justice League. It feels like the most straightforward approach to this theory. Honestly, I'm not afraid to call it out as a bit uneventful. If this version were right, how does that explain Wally West as part of this group? Barry Allen would have to not exist here. Otherwise, there'd be more involvement between the different heroes in each other's cities. The other more out there theory involves a colossal mistake. Maybe the Justice League already split up. The trailer for The Batman states that he's starting to gain a big name for himself. It's possible Pattinson's Batman already joined and left the Justice League. It might help explain the loss of Barry Allen. I like to think that there's a possibility that Barry sacrificed himself in this new Reeves' universe, and the loss of him affected the entire Justice League. They split up, and it's the only reason that Bruce is left alone to handle Gotham despite other more powerful superheroes around him. It's either that, or the Justice League is already formed in this story, but not a factor. Again, I prefer the theory that adds more drama and character insight into this new version of Batman. It'd certainly make for a lot more possibilities if there's ever a sequel. So, which Flash do you want to see, Wally or Barry? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below and any evidence you found digging on this topic. Don't forget to keep up to date with DC content right here at ScreenRant by liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more. See ya!